That's music and video games. That's where it all kind of started. And then it got a little bit better. That's hot. Isn't that? Oh my God. Melissa. Everybody.
Yeah.
And that's got a great beat, and you can dance to it. You can ask Pac-Man. Now that kind of gives you an idea of what the way it used to be. And you know, this was like single channel. We're going to just throw it out there and kind of keep you occupied. And nowadays, you know, you kind of look at not only what music, the importance that music and songs and stuff like that have in a game, but the environment that it creates. So when you go into a PlayStation 3, for example, and it's a full 3D experience with your 3D TV, we expect the sound to follow along and complement that. So we have spatial audio. So if there's a sound coming from this room, you know you're going to turn around. It takes place in the 3D space, and it's very immersive. And you're going to walk in here and you're going to listen to some songs there, and you're going to walk over there and you're going to hear sounds and footsteps and ambient music, very much like you would in a cinematic type of theme. And a cinematic type scoring, and I think that this is what these guys are going to talk a little bit about and their experience on how and how that's evolved over the years.
I think from my point of view, it's all about the technology and how that has changed. So the first games I was working on were one single voice oscillator chip that took 4K of music, and I know that probably doesn't mean anything to you, but that's what it was. Wow. And it wasn't until the CD-ROM came along that we finally could have access to real, what we called Red Book audio, real audio, and so the production values, and then the customers, as technology changes, expect the technology to work for everything that's in it. So you constantly have to re-evolve and reinvent things. So we went from having programmers that wrote the music, literally, that just programmed and the sound made it, to now we're hiring bands and we do the same thing that a record company would do in licensing music like Electronic Arts does. But the opportunities are growing way bigger than ever because as the technology changes, there's more ways to get to it. When I was in the early 90s, we had one Pro Tools system for the whole of Electronic Arts that we all had to use, and now everybody has it at their desk. So the amount of quality material that you can get through and the amount of technology that people use is much greater. So I just think it's more opportunity at the end of the day.
I think, just as an outsider, I think that also, yeah, I agree with your technology thing, but I think like people's systems have gotten amazing. I mean, people have 5.1 surround sound systems in their bedrooms. It used to be,
by the way, $12,000 in 1990.
Yeah, it used
a little box.
It used to be everybody would play on a little black and white TV with a speaker this big, so it really didn't matter that the music was beep, 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 whatever. But now it's like you're sitting in the experience and you're in a huge 52-inch screen, and you know, kids are like, you kind of gotta make it sound better. And I also think it was something that we experienced when we were working on this game. We recorded 2 days of a 65-piece orchestra, live orchestra at Skywalker Ranch for a video game, and we were just blown away. I mean, we had people up at the ranch saying, like, you know, even big Hollywood movies don't do this anymore. Video games do, but movies still just use MIDI strings and are using MIDI strings and stuff like that. It's like, it's amazing how much care you guys really put into making sure that the quality of the music is up to top notch. It's impressive.
Ultimately, is there a way for people, for the music owners and the composers to really make money in this field? And how do you see that happening? Are we talking about because you know, people are, you know, are we talking about a you know, revenue percentage model? How is it that the money's going to get delivered to the artist?
Negotiate for us. So he's got to know. This is an inside scoop right here.
Well, I don't know. You know, Rob can tell you what he did. You know, he got paid.
Yeah, we got paid like a flat fee to do this. You know, we've had different things from licensing to this was more of a work for hire, straight up. You know, payout. This thing that we're talking about doing with EA is going to be another work for hire. You guys really seem to like to own the piece and not have to pay the bands ever again. Seems to be the games model, which I can understand is great for the game company. It's a little, as a band, it's a little harder, you know, to give up a song forever, kind of feeling, and more bands are having that feeling right now, I think, than ever, because they just don't know what's going to happen to that song forever. But at the same time,
can you play some of those songs tonight?
I can still play them. You're right. But at the same time, you guys, it's been very lucrative. I mean, they pay well, and obviously, there's a reason that we've done it. You know, I mean, we felt good about it.